University.
Yeah. Also, we request you to please turn on your cameras. We want to see you people.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Dharavit. I'm from Oro University. I had
Okay.
my presentation yesterday, which has been pushed over today.
Okay. Okay, Dhara. Then next, I can see Tengu in the presentation. Tengu, can you please introduce yourself?
I'm sorry, I'm still struggling with the screen. I'm Tengku Sharniza from Multimedia University, Malaysia. I was supposed to present yesterday, but I'm being pushed to today. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Tengu, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm doing research on the technology adoption, and it is focusing on the undergraduate students. Yeah, I guess that's all.
Okay. Then we also have Mayuresh. Mayuresh, a little bit of introduction about you.
You're not audible.
Hello.
Yes, please. You're audible now.
So, yeah. So my name is Mayuresh Namdev. I'm from Central University, Sagar. Dr. H.S. Gore Central University, Sagar. I'm doing PhD there.
Okay. So we have right now 3 people, as I can see. There are also some more people who are supposed to be in this meeting. For example, Jaideep Sharma. If you are here by any chance, please let me know. Shubham Bhatia. There's also Sujata. So I think they should be joining us, and I will let them know once again. But we'll start with the people that are available with us right now. So we can start with maybe Tengu, because you were supposed to present yesterday.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay, so I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yes.
I'll put my sheet. I will give you marks.
Give me a second, yeah. Give me a second. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
The screen is not. Yes, not is visible.
Okay. All right, let me start.
Yes.
Okay, I'm the first author, and I have a counterpart from the Illinois State University in the United States of America. And I'm doing research on technology adoptions towards academic achievement. And I'm using Smart PLS to analyze my data. Okay, these are the sections of my presentation. And let's go to technology.
You just give a brief introduction, then you come to the research methodology that you are using, then conclusion.
Okay, so this is my introduction on technology adoption. So as we know, technology adoptions among the undergraduates, they actually allow the undergraduates to use learning management system, digital textbook, productivity software, online research database, and all this. And adoption process is influenced by factors like perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. And in my case, I'm using motivation as the mediating factor and academic achievement as my DV. So I will review on the perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. Perceived is
Please come to research methodology.
again. Perceived usefulness is the extent to which an individual believes that using a technology will enhance their performance. In education, this means students are more likely to adopt a technology if they believe it will improve their learning outcome. This is by Venkatesh Ambala, 2022. Perceived ease of use is the degree to which an individual perceives that using a technology will be effortless. If students find an education tool intuitive and easy to use, they are more likely to adopt it. This is by Teherdos, 2022. And motivation, I'm focusing on internal and external motivation. Motivation actually influence academic achievement. So the adoption of technology enhanced students' PU and PEOU, which in turn increase motivation and positively influence academic outcome. And motivation also act as a bridge because it use between the technology use and academic performance. And this is my conceptual framework, perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use towards motivation as the mediating variable, and academic achievement is my DV. These are my 4 hypotheses. PU, positively influence students' motivation. PEOU positively influence students' motivation, and motivation positively influence academic achievement. And motivation mediates the relationship between PU and PEOU. PU and academic achievement, and motivation also mediates the relationship between PEOU and academic achievement.
Very good.
Okay, for the result, this is my measurement model for lower order construct. As you can see, my perceived usefulness on the left-hand side and perceived ease of use. For perceived usefulness, I have 5 items. Perceived ease of use, I have 5 items. But motivation, I have.
What are your variables? What are your variables?
My independent variable is perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. My mediating variable is motivation, and my dependent variable is CGPA, which is academic achievement. Okay. All right. This is the factor loading that I have obtained from analyzing it from Smart PLS. And according to factor loading, it refers to the extent to which each of the item is correlated in the correlation matrix, correlates with the given principal components. Factor loading can range from -1 to 1, with higher absolute values indicating a higher correlation of the item with the underlying factor. None of the item in this study had a factor loading less than the recommended value of 0.5 by Ayer et al. 2016. Therefore, no item were further removed. Factor loading are presented in table 1 just now. And this one is my construct reliability and validity. We're looking at Cronbach alpha, composite reliability, rho A, rho C, and also AVE. And according to Mark, reliability is definitely the extent to which a measuring instrument is stable and consistent. The essence of reliability is repeatability. If it's ministered over and over again, it will yield the same result. So the 2 most common use method for establishing reliability is Cronbach alpha and composite reliability. So the result for both Cronbach alpha and composite reliability results are presented in table 2 just now. The Cronbach alpha ranged from 0.879 to
What are your findings?
Cronbach alpha is okay here, so the construct reliability is established. Okay, for AVE also, just now, table 2 shows that AVE value for each of the construct, and the for all the construct, they have the AVE greater than 0.5. So there's convergent validity.
Your findings and conclusions, please.
Yeah, convergent validity is established. So this is from Fornell Lacker, and okay, this is my cross loadings, and this is my for cross loading. We look at the discriminant validity. So because the factor loading of all the items is stronger on the underlying construct to which they belong. So based on the evaluation of cross-loading, discriminant validity is attained. So this is my HTMT. As you can see, the value of HTMT. So according to HTMT, it seems that the recommended a liberal threshold of 0.90. So the HTMT results in table 5 show that HTMT ratio for required threshold of 0.90. Okay, this is the direct relationship between PU, PEOU to motivation and motivation to CGPA. If we look at the p-values, it seems that the p-values are significant. So
Please come to the conclusion.
okay, so the conclusion is all the hypotheses, hypothesis 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, they are all supported by the data and they are accepted.
I have seen that you have used the references from 1981. Is going to validate in 2025?
You mean thumb model?
There are two references that you have used of 1981.
Let me go back to that.
Yes, there is it.
Or this one. This one?
Last second slide.
This one? Okay, this is because the thumb model is developed by Davis, 1989.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But the
Thank you.
yeah, all right. Okay, is there anything else, sir?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I present?
Yes, you can present.
Sorry, I am just rushing because I have to get in a meeting very, very soon. Sorry, I have to do this.
Wait, okay. Thank you.
Tenku, you can stop sharing your screen.
I have stopped sharing.
Is my screen visible now? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you
No,
so
it
much.
isn't.
It isn't?
It is. I can see it.
Is it visible?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So basically, the study which me and my co-author we both have done is because every day in the morning when we have a tendency of looking at our phones, and specifically by checking the how and what we are doing on social media. So whenever we are checking on the social media, we have a pop-up notifications, or we talk about how the basic paper is about how fashion consumption affects by the social media algorithms. As we all know that the algorithms actually works personally on different platforms. So fashion, and specifically as we know that fashion industry has undergone a vital digital transformation. There are from smallest of the artisans or the home business owners to the big brands. Now any and everyone is on the digital platform, and it is actually increasing the consumer. Here we have taken the opinions of the youth of Surat city from 17 to 40 years. And we have basically, because how the personalized content or influencer marketing or fast fashion accelerations and consumer engagement on different platforms like polls and stories and reels, how they are increasing the consumerism, and specifically how they are affecting their fashion choices and consumers. That is what we have tried to understand here. So this was a basic, we have collected the data using Google Forms from some random 500 participants who aged from 17 to 40 years. That is what we have defined as youth in our study. And we have tried to put in some questions where we have tried to understand what kind of platforms they are using. At the same point of time, what and how those platforms are affecting their brand choices. So this table shows that as we all know that most of the earlier Facebook was a big hit, but today now most of the people are on Instagram, and most of the people who were earlier on the Facebook are now on Instagram. And now specifically if you talk about the generation which are between 18 to 30 years, most of them are on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. So the table shows that how it is affecting, and we can show that the Instagram daily users are also very high, and fashion engagement is also equally high on these platforms. If I go to frequency of impulse purchases due to there are a lot of findings, but I have taken few major things which I thought would be more interesting to share. There are how frequently and what kind of percentage people are, it affects their purchasing, specifically impulse purchasing. For example, I saw something even at the midnight and I bought it. So the frequency was very, if we can say, it was high, that is 42%. And occasionally also, because there are people who would see that, okay, I find this to be interesting and I'll use it.
Dhara,
Yes, ma'am.
Dhara ji, we would like to just interrupt you. Sir wants to ask you something.
Ma'am,
Yes,
how
sir.
you had done your analysis, data analysis?
Sir, I have just done a Google form and I have circulated that and I have got the data out of that. This was a
No,
short
analysis
survey.
of data that you have circulated.
This was a short survey which I did it as part of consumer behavior and processes and digital platforms.
Okay, please continue.
Can I continue?
Yes, please continue.
Yeah. How much is the awareness in terms of, because for example I know that these kind of things actually affect my consumer behavior, but then too I am buying it. So for example 60% were aware that this is actually affecting my consumerism, but then also they continued purchasing it. There are also people as because Surat is a city which has a high purchasing power also, basically because it's a
Ma'am, can you come to the conclusion?
Yes, sir.
Come to the conclusion, please.
Yes. There were some ethical concerns also, which was related to data privacy, because we were also looking at the environment and textiles. Environment impact was one of the thing, and psychological pressures. these are few of the recommendations which we came up because we wanted to come up with a course which actually helps us understand developing awareness regarding social media algorithms and how it can wisely be used. So we were doing a pre-survey for designing a course basically. So people should know about the algorithm transparency, of course. Conscious consumerism, we should spread awareness regarding conscious consumerism. At the same point of time, we also have want to develop, because it's a textile hub, we also want to spread awareness regarding sustainable fashion choices. And this is how we have designed a threefold awareness campaign. First is the course, the second would be the societal awareness, and the third would be where we would do the follow-ups on industry with the industries also. So these are the main thing. This is my conclusion, that how social media has significantly affected the consumption in the
Right.
So amongst the youth.
Miss Dhara, we
Yes, ma'am.
are happy with your presentation. We'd like to stop you.
Yes, ma'am.
We have gotten the gist
This
of
is my
your-
last slide, so as such, okay. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we got the gist of your PPT. So any concluding remarks you want to give?
Thank you. It's a good presentation.
Thank you so
Interesting.
much.
The algorithms.
It's a basic survey. We did it
Yeah, I
for
think,
developing, because I head the School of Journalism and Mass Comm, and second, my co-author, she heads the School of Design in Fashion and Textiles. So we wanted to come up with certificate courses, and for that we did this basic study, which we thought to share it on this platform.
Right. Very interesting presentation. All the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, can we
And,
have the next presenter?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Mayuresh,
I have
please share your
stopped.
presentation.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Is it visible? Hello, is it visible?
Yes.
Can you play it full screen?
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yeah. So basically my topic is digital news fatigue. That is how that impact on constant using news exposure on cognitive performance. So I will start with the digital platform leading consume.
Your
Online.
voice is not very audible.
Hello.
There's some, the volume, it's not very audible.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Is it?
Yeah, continue. Mayuresh, please continue.
Yes, ma'am. So as we know, the online news sources has been become the primary medium to
Marunesh,
channel.
just one thing. Just give your introduction, research methodology, and your findings and conclusion.
Sure, sir.
Right.
I'll give the brief introduction only, and I will go to the research methodology. Yeah. So statistics shows that in India there is 71% of the Indians now rely on online platform like YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, and even though 49% of users depend on social media for the news consumption only. And now we'll talk about a little bit about what is digital news fatigue. With constant exposure of an overwhelming amount of news, people experience exhaustion, cognitive overload, and emotional distress. Digital news fatigue referred to as the state where excessive news intake lead to decreased attention span, reduced cognitive efficacy, increased stress and anxiety, difficult to disgusting creativity, and fake news. Basically, that's what happened now scenario. And the best example of this is the spread of fake news you see in Instagram, you see in YouTube and all. Why this study's impact on cognitive function? So basically, cognitive functions such as attention, memory, decision making, and executive function are crucial for daily functioning. Excessive exposure to news, especially negative or Stresses-driven content can impact abilities. Scientific studies suggest that information overload can lead to reduced focus and attention control, slow information processing speed, decline in work memory capacity, and increased susceptibility to misinformation. Now I'll now go to the objective of the study. The first objective is to examine the impact of digital news consumption on cognitive performance. Second is to analyze the relationship between excessive digital news exposure and psychological stress. Third is to investigate the extent to which a digital news fatigue affect young adults, that is the age range of 80 to 45. Fourth is to provide empirical evidence on negative effect of digital news consumption. I'll talk about my research methodology. So it's a quantitative cross-sectional study. That total population is 250 participants. The age range is 80 to 45. The inclusive criteria is regular digital news consumption that is equal and more than 3 hours per day. Access to smartphone and computer. The exclusion criteria is individual with diagnosed cognitive or any other psychiatric disorder. Minimal news consumption is less than 30 minutes per day. So tool I use is digital news habit questionnaire, the Stupor test, the digital span test, that is memory retention, Weschler memory scale, and the trade making test, that is executive function, TMT. So I'll talk about my findings. Yeah. So in correlation analysis, it's clearly show that the slow reaction time in Stupor test, that is correlation is 0.34, that is lower attention control. There is lower digital span, which show the weaker working memory, the higher processing time in trade making test, that is reduced executive functioning, and higher self-report stress, that R is equal to 0.52, which show the increased emotional exhaustion.
What is the margin of error you have kept?
Sir, it's 0.001.
Okay.
Yes, sir. There is a regression analysis which show the slow cognitive response time where beta coefficient is 0.34. The lower memory retention, increased cognitive processing time, and higher stress level. Which shows 27.1% of stress variation is explained by digital news consumption, confirming that excessive exposure lead to higher psychological distress. There is
Come to the findings.
Yes, sir. So basically, excessive. I'll talk about my findings. The excessive digital news consumption negatively affect cognition, slow reaction time, weaker memory retention, and reduced executive functioning. Higher news exposure correlate with increased stress level, where R is equal to 52, as we see. Support that doom scrolling effect and emotional exhaustion. Young adult, that is 80 to 30, are more vulnerable due to high social media engagement and digital dependency. There are some researchers finding aligned with study on cognitive overload and digital fatigue. Now I'll conclude it. There is some practical implications that, like, for individual mindful news consumption, digital detox strategy, and limitation notifications. For media platform, need to responsible algorithm that reduce sensationalism and prevent fatigue. For educators and mental health experts, there is a media literacy program and digital well-being initiatives. So that's my conclusion. Excessive digital news consumption negatively impacts cognitive performance. High news exposure is strongly correlated with increased stress level. Young adults basically are more vulnerable and more suffer from they are more suffer from this exhaustion, and especially more mental and emotional instability. There is some future direction. Conduct long-term study. We need a long-term study to measure the lasting effect of digital news exposure. We have to explore intervention strategy like digital detox program and media literacy education. we have to encourage cross-cultural research to compare global pattern of digital news fatigue. Final takeaway: balance and mindful news consumption is essential for maintaining cognitive health and emotional well-being in digital age. Thank you.
What is the criteria of selection of the topic? This
Uh,
topic.
Sorry, sir.
What is the criteria of selection this topic that you have selected this topic for research?
Sir, criteria, sir. I didn't answer the question. Sorry, sir.
What made that you have to select this topic to do the research?
Oh, sorry, sir. So, sir, I see nowadays, even though some of my friends are suffering from these things, they used I used a word doom scrolling. So they continuously watch the reels and they easily affect with some kind of news. They there's a news of a murdering of a husband. If you know that there's a that is the trending news now, right now. So they were affecting like, oh, this is what happening here, and they continue seeing these kind of newses, these kind of reels, these kind of what I say post in this Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and they somewhere they get mentally disturbed. They are not
Right.
able to they were not able to focus on their work after that.
Okay. Right. Interesting topic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Mayuresh, I'd like to just congratulate you. It was a very good topic for presentation and
Thank you, ma'am.
very well researched.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, are there more presenters in this meeting?
Can we check?
So, we have Divya Chauhan.
She's I think a go.
Okay,
Ma'am, she's my
Divya
co-author.
Chauhan is your co-author.
Co-author.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Arpita Purohit.
yeah, Arpita Purohit. Is Arpita Purohit here? Dr. Arpita Purohit? Arpita, would request you to please share your presentation.
She's there, but she's not responding.
Dr. Arpita, are we audible? Am I audible? Just 1 minute.
Yes.
Dr. Arpita, are you here?